Hi, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to cover how to measure the impact, the ROI of your analytics and data science projects. One of the biggest challenges in analytics and data science projects is we're not able to show the impact or the ROI of our solutions. That not only creates problems for assessing your performance and contributing to your promotion track, but it also creates challenges for measuring the impact of your entire department. So how can we push forward and actually measure the impact that our projects are having? So today we're going to cover what do we mean by ROI, why is it important to show ROI, how do we design pilots to measure ROI, and how to present the ROI of your project. I'm Dr. Christy. I'm a researcher and a data science director, and I help analysts and data scientists take their career to the next level. Let's get into it. What do we mean by ROI? ROI is really just a statement of what was the impact your data science or analytics solution had. It's going to be things like these value statements. This project resulted in fill in the blank, X% increase in productivity, X% increase in efficiency, those sorts of things. We have to be creative about what statements do we want to be able to make that would be impactful. What sort of data and metrics do we need to collect? How do we actually put that in place? So why is it important to show ROI? Well, there's a couple of reasons. In terms of your personal performance as a data scientist or an analyst, when you come for those reviews and your promotion conversations, it's incredibly helpful if you can show up with demonstrating ROI from the different projects you did. So for example, suppose you do 4 projects in a year, which is actually kind of a lot. Maybe you're a superstar. Suppose you do 4 projects in a year and one of them got canceled, one of them got put on indefinite hold, one of them you made it, but then there's no way to measure, like you have no idea, is anybody using it, did it have any impact? And another one, you build it and you measure how it's being used, but the problem is the results aren't good and people don't like it. So now you're in a performance review and the conversation is about your project, and maybe you did amazing, great work, like the technical details of the work you did were amazing, but because there wasn't an ability to collect these ROI statements, value statements, it ends up inaccurately conveying that you didn't actually do anything very helpful for the organization. And that's the second piece of it. Your entire department's performance, how much they're being understood as contributing to the organization, the value they're bringing, the impact they're having, none of that is getting captured. It's very hard to go back in time and collect these things. So once you've already deployed your project or you've already delivered it, trying to go backwards and assess, is it having impact? You can, but it's really difficult. It's a lot better to think of it proactively on the front end, build it in to your solution or to just how you're scoping your project, and then be able to quickly pull those metrics after your pilot period is. So how do we design pilots to measure ROI? It's really simple, and if you saw the last video about mockups, it's very much tied in that you want to build deliverables that lend themselves to measurement, and along with that, you want to try to design a pilot study for your solution. So what does that mean? So literally, you want to create a test environment, a control environment, and the control environment is really just the situation without your tool. And then you run the pilot, you collect the data, and then you can run that analysis, that calculation really fast and share that on. You can bring it to your performance review. Your department head can now bring that to their leaders. And that's how you really illustrate the value of the work that you're doing. There's 2 ways to evaluate your work. One is just the technical merit. The only people who have a technical background are going to be able to appreciate your work on the basis of the technical merit. So that's like maybe your manager, but sometimes not even your manager. The other side of evaluating the project is, what was the business impact? What did it drive? Who did it help? How did it improve things? So how do you package and present your ROI of your project? There's different ways to do it, but I just recommend keeping it simple. 1 bullet sentence where you say, there was a control group, there was a test group, this was the percentage of the control, this was the percentage of the treatment, and this is the difference, this is the improvement it drove, therefore this tool was useful. So you want to take that approach. It can be a PowerPoint. It's also something that you would bring to your manager so your manager can pass it on and move it up the ranks to really illustrate the amazing work you're doing and how you're contributing to your team, but also to the organization as a whole. Keep it simple and you can just really capture what was the ROI of your project. So that's it for today. If you liked it, Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one.